Welcome back to the Bill Self Show. I'm joined by Aaron Miles. Aaron, great game last night. Let's talk about the Texas game before we get started on you. What about Texas? This is a team that comes in either without P.J. Tucker and LaMarcus Aldridge, but you knew that they were going to give you your best shot.
Yeah, definitely. I think anytime a team plays against Kansas, they give us their best shot. You know, regardless who, their record, or regardless who's out for them, they're always going to fight.
What about Daniel Gibson? Obviously, there's going to be a lot of talk about the matchup at the guard spot between you and Dan Gibson. He's a wonderful freshman. Tell me a little bit about him and the matchup you had with him last night.
Yeah, he's a real talent. He's going to be great, in this conference and in the nation. He can shoot the ball. He's quick. He can penetrate and do a lot of different things. So.
Well, nice game for you, obviously, 8 assists, 1 turnover. Your shot from the outside, people keep talking about Aaron Miles, the growth that you've done from the outside, over 50% from 3. Tell me a little bit about your mindset, what's happened from you from the outside this year.
It's nothing, just confidence. Last year I was confident as well, but you make some, you miss some. And this year, I'm making them. As long as they feel good, I think you should always shoot it. You're open.
I'd say make some is a lot more of what you're doing this year, definitely. I know this hasn't set in with you. You're worried about the season and all that, but you're playing at Kansas, obviously an institution with some of the greatest point guards to come through, and you, Aaron Miles, are the all-time assist leader. What does that mean to you? That's got to be a heck of an honor.
Yeah, it's a great honor, I guess. I think in the future I'll appreciate it more. Right now I don't think about it too much, but I credit that to all the teammates I have. I've been surrounded by some great players, all the way from Drew, Kirk, Nick, and Boshi, to Sasha and Wayne and Mike and Keith, and so forth.
Well, obviously, the answer I expected from you, because all you ever care about is winning, and obviously you've done that over the years. Tell me about this year's team, the comfort level. You guys, you struggled at Villanova, but you come back against Baylor, and then about Texas. Where do you see this team right now?
We're growing, and we're getting better. I think the loss at Villanova was positive, in the fact that, we learned from it. And I think we learned from it because we had to stay down there overnight. Having to stay there forced us to, even though we was all disappointed, we had to meet and, discuss some of the things that we needed to do in order for us to reach the elite level that we're trying to get to.
I know it's tough for me watching you now for, this is the 4th year, but time goes by so fast, and obviously right now, each and every game's got to be so important to you. What do you think about when you go out on the floor as your senior year is winding down?
Clock's ticking, it's every game, closer to my last one in the Kansas uniform. And, I want this season to end special for me and for our team. And in order to do that, we have to, progress and get better as a team each and every day. So.
All right, well, good luck, and thanks for joining us. We'll be back with more on the Bill Self Show in just a minute.